Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Natasha Hamilton, your local Kleinburg and Vaughan real estate expert with eXp Realty. And today we're diving into a huge topic, how Highway 413 will impact home prices in Kleinburg. So this is one of the most anticipated infrastructure projects in Ontario, and the effects on Kleinburg real estate are going to be major. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly what the 413 is, how close it will run to Kleinburg, when it's coming, and how it's expected to impact home values both in short term and long term. So whether you're a homeowner, a buyer, or an investor, this is the information you need to know. So let's start with the basics. So Highway 413, also known as the GTA West Corridor, is a brand new 400 series highway designed to improve travel across York, Peel, and also the Halton area. So it's being built to relieve pressure from the 401 and the 407, thank God, and it's going to change commuting across the Western GTA. So as we all know, major transportation projects always impact real estate, always. So just look at what happened around Highway 407 and the 404 extension, or even the GO train expansion. So wherever you make it faster to get somewhere, demand rises and buyers move in, and guess what? The value goes up. So the 413 will follow the exact same pattern, and Kleinburg is positioned to benefit more than most. So here's the high level route. So it connects Highway 400 to the 410, 427, 401, and the 407. And the key detail for Kleinburg is that the 413 will run just north of Kleinburg and Nashville, with planned interchanges near Highway 27, Pine Valley, Islington, as well as Weston Road. So that means Kleinburg residents will get much easier access to major routes. Kleinburg is already in a great commuter location, close to the 27, 427, and the 400. But with the 413, it becomes even more central. Faster access means more demand, and more demand means higher home values. So this is a long-term formula that always plays out. Here's the approximate timeline as of 2025. This is tentative. So environmental assessments and approvals are in progress. Land work has begun and major construction phases should roll out between now and 2020-30. Full completion is projected for early 2020-30s, but the key thing to understand is this, that homeowners benefit before the highway is finished. So just the anticipation increases demand as well as value. So what does the 413 actually mean for families in Kleinburg? So this means that families in Kleinburg will have shorter commutes, better east-west connectivity, less reliance on the 401, faster access to Mississauga and Brampton, and more predictable travel times. So this is huge for higher income professionals, and that is exactly the group of people who buy here in Kleinburg. So when major highways get built, home prices typically rise between 5 to 25% over the first 5 to 7 years. And that's just the average. In luxury, family-driven areas like Kleinburg, the effect is often even stronger. Kleinburg checks every box for strong appreciation. We have high demand, limited land supply, luxury family buyer profile, proximity to multiple highways, and beautiful homes and high-end lifestyle. When you add infrastructure improvements on top of that, value increases even faster. So which Kleinburg neighborhoods will see the best lift? So number one, the Nashville and Kleinburg Summit area. Two, Major Mac and Kipling. Number three, estate homes along Highway 27. Four, Pine Valley North. And number five, the Village, which benefits directly through increased accessibility. So these pockets are in prime position. In short term, you can expect more buyer interest, more investor calls, and more activity around lots and new construction. Buyers want to get in before prices rise. In the midterm, which is when construction begins to progress, expect stronger appreciation and more competition for family homes. new businesses opening nearby, and increased pressure on the schools. This is when prices typically jump the fastest. And long term, Kleinburg becomes one of the most accessible luxury communities in the GTA. So between the 413 and the 427, you'll have unmatched connectivity, and that permanently elevates Kleinburg's position in the market. So here's what happens in the buyer's mind. So if commuting becomes easier, Kleinburg becomes more appealing. If Kleinburg becomes more appealing, then more buyers compete for unlimited homes. And when that happens, prices rise. So it's simple supply and demand. Luxury homes in the $2 to $4 million range will benefit early. Executives and high income buyers value commute time, and this project directly improves that for them. So you can expect more relocations from Toronto and most likely the Mississauga area. This price bracket sees the biggest competition spike. Families upgrading from Vaughan to Toronto suddenly see Kleinburg as accessible. So this segment could see the fastest appreciation. Builders love infrastructure growth. So new construction in Kleinburg and Nashville will get a huge demand bump. And yes, prices will rise, but if you want pre-construction, the earlier you buy, the better. So estate homes along Highway 27 and Huntington Road will see major long-term appreciation. These properties already attract high-end buyers, and commute improvements push them into premium territory. As more families move in, school demand rises. This often creates even more desirability because parents love strong school zones, and increased demand usually leads to even higher home values. Whenever a major highway opens, commercial developers follow. So expect new plazas, new amenities, medical offices, restaurants, and family focused services to appear within the next 5 to 10 year window. Better amenities means higher home prices as well. Yes, any highway brings construction and increased road activity, but the long-term benefits, including faster commute times, heavily outweighs potential inconveniences. So this is a net positive for Kleinburg altogether. So there's always variables. So construction timelines, noise impact near certain interchanges, and zoning changes. But overall, the effect on residential value in Kleinburg is overwhelmingly positive, especially for properties not immediately beside those highways. So here's who wins the most from the 413: families, investors, luxury home sellers, high income commuters, and anyone buying in Kleinburg before completion. This project creates a long term opportunity. One interesting point is that King City doesn't get the same direct benefit from the 413 as Kleinburg does. So Kleinburg becomes more central and more connected, and that gives it a competitive edge compared to other luxury markets in New York region. So what is the projected value increase? So here's the estimate based on historical patterns. So 3 to 5 years, you can see a 6 to 12%. In 5 to 10 years, you can see 10 to 25%. And long term, you can see 20 to 40% depending on the pocket. And these numbers are conservative, but they're also realistic. So if you're thinking about investing ahead of the 413, here are the best picks. I would go for a 4 bedroom detached home, or a home near parks or schools, new construction, estate homes near Highway 27, and anything in the Nashville corridor would be good. My advice to buyers is simple. So buy early. I can't stress that enough. You want to buy strategically as well. You want to focus on pockets with the highest upside, especially anything between the not the 427, Highway 27, Nashville Road, and the newer family subdivisions. If you're a homeowner thinking of selling in the next few years, the 413 gives you a massive marketing advantage. So buyers love commute improvements, and this will absolutely help you justify any premium. For families, the 413 makes Kleinburg even more appealing. So shorter commutes, stronger schools, better amenities, and more long-term stability. It becomes one of the most desirable family luxury pockets in Ontario. For investors, it's also simple. So increasing demand, limited inventory, and rising prices equals excellent long-term ROI. So Kleinberg becomes one of the smartest luxury family investments you can make in York region. As a local realtor who studies this market daily, my prediction is clear that Highway 413 is going to elevate Kleinberg's property values significantly. So accessibility, luxury, and limited land equals long-term growth. The Highway 413 project will bring more demand, more growth, and more convenience, along with long-term value to Kleinburg. So if you're considering buying or selling, now is the time to get ahead of these changes. If you want a personalized breakdown of how 413 will impact your street and your home value, just reach out anytime. I'd be happy to prepare a custom forecast for you. I'm Natasha Hamilton with eXp Realty, your Kleinberg expert, and all my contact information is on the screen here or below in the description. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell for more local insights. Thanks for watching.